Ooh, spooky. It's Halloween month. um, Hi, welcome to Lego and Connect with Dominica May. I am Dominica May. I am, as I showed before, going to be building the Lego haunted house. This is my second stream of it, and I am up to bag 5. The light's very bright. Anyway, just trust me, I'm up to bag 5. I'm not sure how many bags I'm going to get through tonight. Depends how I'm feeling. But we have so far this much progress. So we'll see how much further I get today. I should have at least one guest joining me later for a chat, not for the entire time, but we'll see how we go. And let's get the other camera on. There we go. I should have selected out my pieces first. What's this little guy? I think I'm going to be building a bunch of the elevator workings because there's all these circly type pieces in this section. All right. Got a 4, 2 6s, and an 8. And two 2s. And, ooh, 4. No, don't lose my pieces. 4 by 1s. Hard when they fall between your legs and you worry that they're going to fall on the floor. It probably would have if I didn't have a cushion there. Okay, let's see. Ugh, gotta be confusing, Lego. Put this here, but you show it on the instructions behind the green things I'm about to do. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have no room on my desk for the instructions as well as the pieces. Well, you can't even see that part because my head's in the way. Let me switch the view. There we go. That's how much we're doing. Other side. Okay. Oops. No, the other one goes there. Wait. Oh, I didn't need 2 of those. read the wrong instructions. Oh, it goes on the top. Okay. Here. Here. Big giant hand. I got more brown pieces. Oh, hiding brown pieces. Oh, smaller brown pieces. 2. Is this the right length? I think so. Find out. Ah, yes, it is the right length. Oh, and then it fell on the floor. It did not. Just my pillow. Fingernails look so long. I know, you can't even see the whole thing. It's too wide. Oh well. You get the whatever it is in the camera at the time. I think I need to be able to get something to place it higher. I've got a skull to do. Ew. I don't know what these are meant to be. So we've got our skull. If he wants to click on properly. There we go. Hey, I have my guest. I think I have to do this to turn you on. You there? can't hear you. I think I should be able to hear you. Can you hear me? A private chat on this thing. I can't hear you, Calvin. All right. I wrote my next page while I'm doing this. I think I heard something. Like a white noise for a split second. Idol of Everest. Hi.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Calvin.
Hi, hello.
I can hear you now.
Finally, I was wondering which button to press for the past 10 minutes. Like,
You
it's
didn't know.
been it's been a while since I actually came back to Restream. So like the
Right.
layout is completely different. I didn't even know Restream has its own like studio
Oh, yeah.
system now. Yeah. Like literally
Oh,
the
how long
last
has it
time
been since you? When did you use it before?
I used it for work about 5 years, no,
Oh,
3 years ago. Yeah,
okay. I'm sure they
no,
upgraded during the pandemic because more people
quite,
started streaming.
quite a fair bit. Because literally, Restream was just one like web page to me, and I just had to copy paste links to like Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, just so it would split the stream 3 ways from the
Oh,
source.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it
No,
was
it's
literally just that.
it is. I don't know how long ago that was that they changed it, but it has not been like that since I started using it, which was about a year ago. So
Wow, lucky you. Look at all these shiny, fancy doodads.
no,
Good grief.
but now for the free use of Restream, you have to you can only stream to 2 channels instead of the more that I used to be able to stream to 4, and I was streaming to 3, and now I can only do
Uh,
2.
well,
They
that's
want people
kind
to
of
pay
expected.
and make money.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if it's a service that's providing some value to people, then yeah, those guys and gals should earn a good penny for it. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I
I'm not making money from this, so I'm not spending money on it.
That's all right. There's still many different avenues for the kind of streams you want to do. There's always casual streams for the mom and pops and casual stuff. Then, if you feel confident, you want to break out a bit more, there's always the major ones like Twitch and YouTube and all that. It's really just whatever fits your fancy. I
That's
feel
right.
like, yeah, I feel like you got yourself something really comfortable and cozy here with Restream with your Legos.
Yeah.
How's the haunted house coming along?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I feel like I need at some point to get something to hold up my camera a little bit higher, so because right now
Oh,
it doesn't even fit the whole
oh.
thing in, right? So,
Wait. Is
so
it a webcam being like precariously balanced on top of your computer screen right now?
not even. No, it is actually an entire Chromebook that I am balancing.
Whoa.
Because
Okay.
I tried a bunch of different things, and
Uh-huh.
um a lot of the time I would get like these I was using my phone to start with, and then like it kept getting like all like buggy and stuff, and it wasn't displaying properly, and I was like, I need to get something else. And so the webcam I'm using for my face right now
Uh-huh.
is what I initially got to use for the Lego, and that
Hmm.
was not the quality was not good enough, so I had to find something else. So I got an entire Chromebook to use instead.
Wow.
And I just ordered a new like light strip that I can plug into the USB port. so that hopefully I can get
Oh.
better lighting for this. Because right now, right now I have a one of those circular lights that you can put over the top of
Oh,
your,
right.
like, around your camera.
Yeah.
I have that, but it's not attached to the camera here. It's like further back here.
It's in front of you there. Yeah. Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's attached to my little what is it called? Like the ledge kind of thing that I put everything on. That's what it's attached to right now.
You know,
So
I'm loving your description of how jerry rigged everything is because I absolutely
exactly.
relate.
That that's exactly what it is.
I absolutely relate. Like, um, as in, like, you know, you just want to get creative because you want to give like the best possible kind of like look you can with what you
Yep,
have.
yep.
Of course, you know, not not everyone in my part of the world can get a Chromebook just for a webcam.
Okay, maybe we should introduce I haven't properly introduced you. So Calvin is
Oh,
from Malaysia.
oh, hi, hello everyone, hi.
If you're wondering what part of the world he's talking about. Look, nobody's watching right now, but there might be people who watch later and they might be wondering where you're from.
Yeah, that's always a nice bit of information to have. Besides, there's always VODs on YouTube. So like, you know, when your friends want to check out and see how your progress is going, then yeah, they'll get to hear what I'm doing here.
Yeah. No, I do have a friend who does like occasionally tune in when he's not able to watch live. So he may
Hmm.
he may.
Well, hello, Dom's friend. Nice to meet you.
Well, he also said that he might pop in on voice later, so that's also a possibility. But who knows? Because the first time I asked him to pop on, he forgot because I didn't remind him. So that happens.
It happens. It certainly does. Well, Dom's friend, if you're not able to pop in today, it's cool. It's still very nice to meet you. And
Yep.
this will be a double introduction if you do show up. But hey, it's cool. It's the internet.
We'll see what happens. Well, I know that you can't stay for the whole time, so maybe he'll pop in after you leave or whatever. We'll see. We'll see what
Hey,
happens. People are busy all the time.
that is true. And hey, if we can do a casual online tag team to keep you company, that's all the better, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't worry. I mean, I can't stay too long because this weekend my nieces and nephew are coming over, so it's
Mm,
babysitting session for me. But
yep.
they don't come this early because they usually have like swim class with the parents.
Right.
Yeah, so it's all good. I got some peace and quiet. I have my cup of hot green tea, admiring your Lego work. Ah, but you know, relating back to like how jerry rig and scuff things can be. Like, I absolutely relate in a lot of ways because that's how I started with that job I talked about as well.
Mhm.
And when I moved on to a different job, which was also very like similar in terms of having to work with audio equipment and streaming quality, there would literally be times where I had to do like voice recordings,
Yep.
say for like a tutorial video or something like that. Um, but I don't have a very fancy mic. At least I didn't at the time, and I don't have anything anywhere near access to like anything professional or amateur level studio or equipment. So I would use my mobile phone,
Mhm.
bury myself under my bed sheets, and literally just read out the text that I needed to, and then I just copy the files over to my PC and use like Audacity to just clean up and submit the work.
Look, I've done that before too. When I was doing some audio recording for someone, so I understand.
And it's so funny when I think back on it sometimes because like not all the texts were like just casual text. Some of them had to sound pretty formal. So can you just picture me like full body on the bed, two layers of sheets over my head, like a hand's distance away from the microphone on my mobile phone, and just going like, and so the great albatross crosses across the region. I'm like, not quite how I
I
picture this job.
I was when I did audio recording stuff, the quietest room in my house for me to do it was in like the cupboard under my stairs. So
Harry
That's what
Potter,
I
is
was
that
doing.
you?
Almost. Except I was not locked in there. So there's no
You're
lock
a
on that
voice
door.
talent, Dominica.
I could be. I can do voices. I just don't normally do.
I mean,
Unless
it's
I'm
kind of
in an
fun.
improv show. It is fun. I do them with my kids, like making funny
Oh,
noises with my kids,
do
and
you
then
do
they
that
make them
like?
laugh.
Do you do that like when you read story time books to them, or like when you play games?
They're old enough that they're reading their own books. I don't
I
read
mean,
to them anymore.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but it doesn't stop from like being able to do it because it's a fun thing to do, honestly.
It's just like random, like talking in various things. I'll just do a funny voice sometimes, or like I'll pull a funny face at them. As like unexpected. Like I'll knock on one of my kids' door,
Hmm.
and like just pull a funny face, and when they open the door, they get all surprised at me.
That's sweet, Dom. That sounds really sweet. Maybe I should try that with my nieces and nephew later today.
It's a good way to come together and make them laugh. I think because it's
Yeah.
so unexpected, especially if they're expecting you to be like an actual proper
Help.
adult. Exactly.
My, what are we teaching the kids of tomorrow?
I think my kids appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. After all, if there's an adult they can relate to in more ways than one, it makes life a lot easier, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Hey, speaking of voices,
Yeah.
did you see the latest trailer for that Super Mario movie?
Oh, I did.
All right, let's
the
hear it.
anim- the animation looks great. I would totally. I will probably watch the film. It's just
Same.
the announcement when I knew I was not going to like Chris Pratt's voice, but like
Okay. I mean, to be fair, he didn't mislead or misdirect. It definitely wasn't what I expected.
no, it was not exactly Chris Pratt, but it was still Chris Pratt.
it was Chris Pratt with an accent. I think what Brooklyn or a New Jersey accent. I can't quite place
Yeah,
it.
I saw somebody comment about how they thought it was a Brooklyn accent. So, and like someone had said they thought that he was like going back to like pre Mario in the video game voice, like when it was
What?
supposedly in Brooklyn before, because the live
Oh,
action, the
yeah, the
live
live
action
action
Mario
Mario Brothers movie.
movie. Yeah, um, it's been so long since I've seen it, but they were commenting about that. They had Brooklyn accents or something. So
Yeah, they
I don't
did.
even remember. I did not hate that live action movie as much as
It
hate is what
it
as it usually gets from other people.
I mean, when you really look back at how things were done, like way back then, it's kind of understandable. I mean, like when Mega Man was brought over to the Western audiences. I mean, it wasn't even like a boy robot; it was a full adult in like bulbous shoes and like a arm, not even an arm cannon, he had a pistol and like the original like box cover. Like that's for kids, dude.
Mm,
But yeah, I mean, I was really like, wow, this looks so good because like when Bowser shows up, and honestly,
yeah,
Jack Black does a pretty good job sounding like in
yeah,
between Bowser and him.
yeah.
He's got that really like lovable energy because as much as Bowser is the big bad guy, he's still chummy with Mario in the end.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yeah, and like the animation looks really really good. It's super cute. Like I definitely want to check it out. But yeah, the super jarring thing was when was like
Yeah.
like the moment Mario appears in the trailer and you hear his like "Wow," like oh hi Star Lord, how you doing?
Pretty much.
And I don't mean
Yes.
to knock on the guy. I mean, he is in I've seen him like do really good work in his roles, like in certain movies, which I can't remember right now. Sorry, but I
So
don't
you're
know. I
not
mean,
counting Star Lord then,
no,
because
I do enjoy him in the Marvel movies as Star Lord. What I'm just saying is that like he is in more ways than one a truly talented guy. But I just cannot help but feel like this was a bit of a stretch, even for him, lah.
it just, I think the other thing is, the voice actor for Mario in the games is
Mm,
also doing like a cameo role or something. So I just don't
yeah,
understand why they couldn't have hired him for the whole thing. Because it's such a distinct voice, right? So,
yeah. And the guy who does the voices for Mario in the game, Charles Martinet, he's he actually has a tremendous range.
mm,
He does a lot more than just Mario. Um, but I agree, it was like the obvious choice. But I think, like, you know how movies tend to be, they always need a big name actor or actress to be the main character, and they
sure, but they
will.
have all the other characters are big enough names, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a huge roster. Like, what was it, Michael Keegan or one of the duo? Then they've got Jack Black. They've also got Charlie Day, who's Luigi. And I think Charlie Day as Luigi is like actually a very genius choice, because
Mm.
I do think of him as Luigi in other shows already. Whenever he gets manic,
I don't know that I know who he is.
Charlie Day, he's he's one of the scientists from the Pacific Rim movies. I think
Oh,
he was.
okay.
He's
It's
also in that meme, the one of the guy pointing at like the board full of red string everywhere. The
oh, he's that guy.
Yeah, I think I believe that's him.
I
Yes.
I only know that meme, but I don't know what it's from.
I think it was either in Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something. Sorry, I didn't get to watch all the like super great comedies, so but I know who
Mm.
he is. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's
like
like
they've
how,
got
well, Chris Pratt from when he was in, what was it? The Park
mm,
Ranger show. I don't remember. I never
Park
watched it.
Ranger. Oh, Parks
But
and Recs.
yeah, that one. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
there's a picture of him from that gets used in memes all the time, right?
yeah. I think his character's name in Parks and Rec was Andy. So like, yeah, when they first announced that Chris Pratt would be the voice of Mario, everyone was like, "Huh?" Myself included. When
Yeah,
like
no, me too.
when when that direct was going on, and like we got Chris Pratt, and like, hmm. I swear, like, you know how like all like these streams, they tend to have a live chat running and everything. I
Yeah.
swear it's not just me. I swear, like, chat probably went silent for a good 3 seconds before a whole barrage of like, what the hell? Because there was
Just
such a
gobsmacked. It's like,
yeah,
why? Why?
that was such a out of left field like decision, you know. But like, I mean, I get it. Yeah, you need a big name attached to it, and you got a huge list of big names.
Mm.
But
I mean,
I
I
don't know.
get, well, anyway, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's done a bunch of other voice acting stuff, so maybe they just thought,
Hmm.
"Oh, well, he's got
Uh,
experience with doing this stuff." So,
Yeah, he does. I mean, I really enjoyed his performance as the main character in the Lego movies.
mhm.
Yeah, he was fun. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, I just might need some time to get used to Chris Pratt Mario.
Yes.
But I'm still like very, very keen on checking out the movie because it does look really good, like really good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It, like, the animation looks superb. So,
Although I am quite tempted to also watch it in French.
and have the subtitles.
Well, with the subtitles, yes,
That's
because
that's an option.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen the comparisons, right, with the French version of the trailer, where the guy who voices Mario does, I would say, a much better job in sounding like the Mario we're used to from the games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does. If you haven't checked it out, I was honestly very surprised at like the completely different direction from like the American one.
Yeah.
But also because like I did study French when I was in college, so like, huh. this might be a good excuse to like
Practice some French.
practice a little bit of parlez-vous français, you know? C'est moi, Mario. Oh
Very,
man.
very cool.
Yeah. So besides that, what else have you been up to?
Working a lot.
Hey.
Spent a lot of time working on stuff. I went to see some shows recently, I think.
Oh yeah, you mentioned you caught Jimmy O,
Yeah,
right?
I saw Jimmy O in San Francisco last week.
Nice.
Um, that was why I didn't start the stream on the 1st of October, because that was when I was seeing
Oh,
him.
exposed. This streamer
Not
does
that it,
not follow
not
her
that it matters.
schedule.
I don't have a schedule, but like it would have been cool to start because it was like the 1st of October. But
True, 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 true.
that's
Choices have
fine.
been made.
Yeah. Well, if he's only performing in one night, even if it's 2 times in the same night, I'm going to go for the early night so I can actually get home,
That is true.
tuck my
That
kids
is
into
true.
bed.
Aww.
Actually, I think when I bought my ticket, I bought the pre-sale ticket, so the second show wasn't announced yet.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, yes. You mentioned you were very lucky in getting it, and then like something happened. You said, and then the prices for the tickets like skyrocketed
No,
after that.
that was Chris Rock.
Oh, right. 'Cause- yeah.
Different comedian.
Different community. Sorry. Getting my
That's okay.
wires crossed here.
It's okay.
So you're
That was
gonna
a funny
just
experience, though.
what's it though? Tell me about it.
Oh, just the ticket aspect.
Oh,
I
I
just
see.
thought that was funny that I bought my ticket for Chris Rock before all the Oscar slap thing happened. Well, I guess I'm
Yeah,
lucky then.
yeah. You're holding on to a piece of history, Dom.
Yeah.
Years from now, you'll say, "You see this ticket, kids? This was the moment before the world changed forever." There is this incident known as the slap, and then like the whole room just goes really dark. You get this really ominous tone about you, like.
Oh no, but did you hear like everyone
Hmm?
there's articles and stuff now about
Yeah.
Will Smith's first movie that's coming out since then, since the slap.
Post slap.
So you're right. So that's happening now.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard about that.
I think it's the Emancipation film.
The Emancipation
I didn't yeah.
Proclamation.
I didn't actually read the articles. I'm just like
It's
glance at
okay.
stuff, so I have no idea. But
I don't blame you.
the headlines were talking about that he has the first film since the slap is coming out.
Okay, man's still working hard, I guess. He's got to pay the bills.
Well, maybe this was what he was shooting prior, so they had to finish it.
I can't
I
wait
don't
for
know.
I can't wait to see those bit articles where it'll be like, this is the first movie Will Smith is in post slap. Imagine how much budget went into CGI to remove the slap marks, like, and then and you can bet someone online is gonna put just in as much effort to put back the slap marks on every scene he's in. And then you'll see like real Will Smith movie 2022 uncensored. I'm like, okay.
Well, they have all the was it deep fake stuff now, so they could just like make stuff, right?
Yeah, the deepfake stuff. It was freaky for me, like when I got exposed to like the deepfake stuff that creators are putting out for the first time. I think mine was that bit the comedian who impersonates Tom Cruise did, where he pretended to run for presidency. It was literally
Ugh.
him just running and going like, "Hey, I'm Tom Cruise, and I'm literally running for presidency." Like,
I think I might have seen a different video by that guy. I
it
don't
was
remember that one, but I feel like saw some Tom Cruise something.
it was really convincing until like I watched it a third or fifth time and I'm like, wait a second, something's not quite holding together at the chin area.
Did you see that like Bruce Willis has like sold the rights to be able to deepfake him in movies in the future?
I saw some articles that mentioned that, but then there were also articles that counted saying that that was just, well, fake allegations.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know.
I read headlines and don't actually click on the articles all the time, so I have no idea what I'm just like spouting. Oh well, I heard this.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard to imagine that being a possibility because, like, I don't know if you've seen a lot of the movies that Bruce Willis has acted in or appeared in recent times. They were
Mm,
like they were like pushing out, like, I don't know what, 10 to a dozen movies with him in it, and he's like either the main lead who hardly is on screen or like a supporting character, but they just use his face to sell what is essentially a lower quality movie.
mm,
And I think it was also reported that Bruce Willis himself is a little bit like, his faculties are not quite there anymore, so he's not very
yeah,
aware.
yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know. But that's an interesting topic. Imagine a world where like celebrities can just sell their likeness. They never actually have to act ever.
Oh
They
my
just
god.
need
What's the
like,
point then? I don't know. Like, will people still enjoy it?
I don't know. I mean, like, on an end user face, I would be like, oh, that's cool. But if I followed this actor or actress throughout their career and I pick up on like the way they develop their characters, the way they behave, how they always bring a little bit of themselves into like the roles they play, I'm I'm gonna feel like it's a very jarring experience to see someone with a recognizable face but is actually a completely different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's let's put it this way. It's very obvious that the most direct comparison people would use for this discussion is, well, an actor can play different roles in every movie they're in, so what's wrong with having another actor put on a digital mask and do the same job? Well, for one, um an actor and actress likeness is not really the same, I would
No.
say.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, the whole world is going weird ways anyway. So who knows
I mean, from
what
from
to expect in the future.
from where I stand, the world has always been very wacky wahoo all the time. It's just extra wacky wahoo right now.
Yes. Yes. Well, that too.
By the way, I'm very curious. Are those wheels?
Yes. So there's an elevator that a functional elevator in this set. So that's what these gears are
Oh,
for.
okay. Because for a moment there, I was like, is this a mobile haunted house?
You can actually buy some like extra like electronic bits to make it motorized elevator,
Ooh,
but
those are cool.
it costs like almost $100 extra to do it. What
Wow.
one part I think is around $50, and then the other part, you need two of them, and then those are like $15 each plus
Wait,
taxes, and this is in US dollars.
wait, wait. So essentially, you're buying a mini motor to run the your Lego elevator?
Yeah, I guess so.
Damn. Well, Legos aren't cheap where I'm from anyway, so.
Yep. They're yeah. The you can get the same you can use the same motor pieces for the roller coaster set that I have as well that I haven't built yet, to
Ooh,
make an electronic movable roller coaster.
ooh, nice.
So eventually, maybe when I stop spending money on actual sets, because I keep doing that all the time. Just got more in the mail today.
Whoa, nice. You're set.
In the
You're
mail, I
set.
should FedEx delivered it.
Damn, you got yourself a nice list of Legos to build then for what, the next fund or so?
For the next 3 years, probably.
Whoa!
given how long it takes
Damn!
me to actually build them.
Holy!
Look,
Wow!
I have a decent paying job now, so I
Congratulations!
I can do things.
That is amazing. That is truly amazing and very liberating. Good job, Dom. No.
Disposable income. No, but like seriously, I should save more because I mean I want to come back to Malaysia and visit and stuff as well. So, I have other goals too.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. By all means, you're always welcome back anytime. I mean, if you want to bring a Lego set and stream and build it here too, I mean,
Do
no
you
one's gonna
imagine?
stop
It'd have to
you.
be a small one though. Like I could take a big set over there and like have it all smashed to pieces on my way home.
That is true. That is very true. Oh wow.
This is
three
getting so
years worth
cold.
of Lego. Damn.
I could probably build it faster than that. It's just I do other things as well, so I don't have the time to build Lego all the time. What I missed, I
Uh-oh.
oh, I missed, I
Oh.
missed an
Oh.
instruction. This
I was worried
always
about
happens.
this.
Where
I
did
was
I
worried
miss
about
it?
this.
Where was it? Where was the page? Oh, it was on this page. I just didn't see that part.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but then I missed another piece somewhere, and I'm not sure where that is. This is.
Ah, there we go.
I'm always missing stuff somewhere. I don't know why I didn't see this because this was on the wheel. This part of the instructions. It's not like I missed the whole page. All right, but where's this piece supposed to go? Is that supposed to be in the middle here? Oh, it is. Oh no! It goes.
I gotta take it apart.
Oh no! Right, right in here, right in there.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot.
Oh no! So okay, we'll
It's
see
okay. It's
what
okay.
we'll see what I can do to. I don't want to take the whole thing off, but I
Don't
might
worry.
have to.
Allow me to alleviate the stress of having disassembled by telling you how I relate to your stress, because a few years back, as a birthday gift, my friend got me my very first Gundam model. I
Mm,
never thought of building my own Gundam model because it always seemed too intimidating to me. So this gift was like a great excuse to at least like try it out, right?
yeah.
And the thing is that prior to that, the only other model kit building experience I had was with some Warhammer models. And arguably, Warhammer is pretty easy to assemble and just get started painting because, you want to play the tabletop game.
Hmm.
So I thought, oh, okay, maybe Gundam is just slightly more complicated than that. So I crack open the box and immediately saw how many plastic bags with multiple mini components were in them in like 4 to 5 different colors. And then I found the manual and I'm like, wow, this ain't gonna be an afternoon.
No. So I don't know if you are aware of this, but Kieran
Oh, yeah.
tried to start streaming building a Gundam
Oh, how'd it
this
go?
year.
Yeah.
I don't know how far he got into it. I watched him for I think he did like the body and the head, and I don't know if he continued streaming after that 'cause I didn't see any more than that.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him in years. The last time I interacted with him was like the last time I worked for a certain comedy house.
Mhm.
So I don't know what he's been up to. I think he was doing some work for an online magazine or something, like a publication or something.
I have no idea. I lost touch with him for years.
Yeah. I
It's just
I
go on.
sorry. I did spot him like doing some streams with like Prakash and I think Kavin from time to time during the pandemic.
Mhm. Yeah.
They were trying to like promote their show and stuff like that. But aside from that, no, I haven't really seen what else he's been up to. I'm not even sure if he's performing anymore. Is he?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I understand the frustration he must have felt building just the body and the head, because I started with the body and the head too, as per the instructions, and boy, oh boy, do they really make you feel like you're earning the right to build a Gundam? Do they ever? Like my kid came with a really really tiny model of the pilot that's supposed to be sitting in the body. So you literally start off with the chassis for the body, and that first hurdle is just clipping off the pieces from like the frames.
Did I
Uh oh.
put the wrong piece? No, these are the same size, I think. Sorry,
Oh.
I don't know what I'm doing. I
It's
don't
okay,
know
it's okay.
what I'm
Take your
going.
time. Breathe, breathe.
This can't, like, this is not where that goes, but it needs to.
It's
Oh,
okay.
it's
Check
so
back. Oh,
because
there you go. There you go.
I think I think. Oh, and I think I put this in the wrong place. There we go. That's why I was confused because I didn't look at the instructions to see what I was supposed to do to put it back in. I was
Okay.
just trying to figure it out.
Going by muscle memory.
It's on the top, yeah. There, I think I did it now.
I
Phew.
nice. Crisis averted.
I did it. I did it.
The haunting shall commence. I had that kind of worry in my head all the time too when I was like model building and those tiny figurines. So like I made a habit, okay, always count how many like circles are on the piece to confirm it is the right piece. Because
Yeah,
I have been
yeah.
misled by a 6-piecer when it's supposed to be a 7-piecer. And
Mhm.
like, why does my structure look so flimsy? What's going? Oh, you piece of shit!
Right, exactly. Yep. I have been through that kind of thing completely. Like, I try and pick out all of the pieces that it tells you, but, like, my brain doesn't always do them in the right order that it shows in the picture, so I'm just like,
Yeah,
don't always get
because
them all.
because our brains are hardwired to like blur out details when we've gotten so used to them.
Mm.
So when they look too similar, we just automatically assume like, oh, it's a 6-piece, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Nope, it's a big deal.
Well, if you build it and put the wrong thing in there, I was like,
I mean,
open the
when we're
house.
talking like Lego structures, yeah, it is pretty important. But when I do something else like digital art, like pixel art, yeah, I couldn't be bothered. I'll just fill it in later.
Sure. Yeah. Drawing is different than building Legos.
Yeah, because drawing you can save your work. Legos, if you
You have
drop it, ah shit.
unbuilt. I am terrified. I'm always going to like drop a. Because I did when I pick them up. Sometimes I drop them
Yeah.
between my legs. Like, oh god.
Oops.
Usually it doesn't actually fall all the way onto the floor. It just stays on the cushion that's on my chair. But you
Uh-huh.
know, not all. There have been a couple of times it's gone on the floor. It's like,
Oh, oh, I feel that. I definitely feel that. How do you feel about some people who like permanently use glue on their Legos?
oh my god, the craggle. I I can't even. Like, why would you do that?
I
I mean,
agree. Like,
it's not that I don't take my sets apart. You can see
uh-huh,
like a bunch of my sets behind me right now. I haven't taken them
uh-huh,
apart. I
uh-huh.
keep them on display right now. But
Huh.
no, like
Blasphemy.
if you need to transport it, it's easier to transport it taken apart. And what if it like breaks or something?
I mean, arguably, like that's true, but I would also say, like, if it's permanently stuck together, it's less likely to break apart and arguably somewhat easier to travel with.
Maybe.
Maybe. Now, I only ask this because, like, in Malaysia, we have like an actual Legoland theme park, which is
I know,
in
I've been
Johor
there in Johor
Bahru.
Bahru.
Yeah,
I
and
stayed in
they
the hotel there.
Oh, how was it? Was it nice?
It was very nice. Okay, I think we stayed in like
Oh,
the kingdom,
oh,
the
the
Lego
Kingdom theme
Kingdom
one.
area. Yeah,
Nice.
they
I've
give you
been.
free bonus Lego.
What?
If you stay in
Damn.
the hotel, they give bonus Lego for you to take home with you.
Damn it. I knew I should have stayed the night. I didn't get to stay because like I only had a free day pass to like
Hmm.
the theme park, so I
Yeah.
got to look around. Um, but yeah, they have some really cool new Lego structures. I think they recently added them to like the collection there. So like
Hmm.
there was this life size Lego man in I think a traditional like sarong, and it
Oh,
looked
that's
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, but I think an oopsie happened when some visitors came
Oh
and
no.
like the kids couldn't keep their hands off it and it fell over
Oh no.
and it just burst into like a billion Lego pieces and everyone's heart sank and I'm just like
Oh no.
maybe the people who use Craggle had a point. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess building
Yeah.
some Windows stuff. It looks like.
Oh, nice. Oh, did you see like there's some really cool stuff people are making with Lego where like they were able to make a Lego structure that simulates a wave flow?
I have not seen that.
Oh, really? Let me try to dig it up and show it to you. Wait, what? Oh, no wonder.
When?
When I clicked on your link for the restream, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that the browser it opened up with was Microsoft Edge.
Oh. Oh.
I was like, why does it look familiar but not quite? Hang on. uh, I I tend to use Opera GX as a browser now because it still basically functions similar to like how Chrome does, but it doesn't take up as much memory on my computer.
Mm.
Okay, let me see. Lego Wave Generator. Lego Wave Mechanism. That's the one.
You can just send me the link on Discord. I'll watch it later.
I'll do that. I mean, it's really impressive, like how how they engineered the thing. It looks so real.
Mhm.
Yeah. Legos are fun. My brother was really into Legos when he was like really young. He hoarded them like a dragon would treasure. He had like
That's me.
evidently I see the Lego tower. I see what is it the gates to Jurassic Park on your right there.
Yeah, it's the Jurassic Park gates, T-Rex, um, and like all the main characters from the first Jurassic Park. And that so the tower is the Daily Bugle from
Oh,
Spider-Man.
nice.
I have the dragon from Shang-Chi and some of the
Ah,
characters. The pirate ship. There's also a Christmas like elf house behind me in the lower part. that that's
wow.
that's just what you can see in the background. I have a lot of other sets in various parts of my house.
Wow.
I have some just on my desk that I can pull up.
Hey, the pterodactyl. Cool.
Pterodactyl skeleton, and I have a Triceratops skeleton there as well, but I'm not going to reach for that one. So
It's
I have
okay.
I have some of the Muppets minifigures here too,
What?
because I need to find somewhere to display them. I used to have other like Marvel sets
Uh-huh.
over here, but the Jurassic Park gates were right next to me on my desk, and I needed to make room so that I could build this. So I had to move the Marvel sets somewhere else, so I could had somewhere to put the gates. So I'm just, I am not the most organized.
Wow. Is your goal to like fill the entire house with Lego stuff?
Um, I not specifically. It's more like I like that set. I want to buy it and build it,
Ah,
and then we'll see if I can find room for it.
all right. All
That's
right.
what it's like. So,
I mean, if you
Uh,
have if you have like if you have like a spare space or room somewhere, you could set it up nicely, make a little like museum display. These are my Lego sets, you know?
I actually have two guest bedrooms in my house, so I just need a little bit more furniture first to put them on display. But that is a plan to put them on display in some of the guest bedrooms as well.
Nice.
And then I just
Wow.
need people to actually come visit me so they can stay in my guest bedrooms. Did you see the article about how
Hmm?
millennials have supposedly killed the guest bedroom?
What?
There was an article about this, and I'm just like, the latest thing that millennials have killed is the
Oh,
guest bedroom. I was like, guys,
hmm.
we didn't kill anything. It's because millennials can't afford to have guest bedrooms. I happen to
Yeah.
have one because of my, privileged life circumstances. It's so funny.
I mean, I get like the kind of wordings they use for articles nowadays just to get attention, but
It's so
wow,
stupid.
that is a real far-reaching like attempt to like, oh my god, look at how these people are living their life. Like, dude, come on. You know how expensive it is, rent is over there? Shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's, especially in the San
Yeah.
Francisco Bay Area, it's not cheap.
Absolutely not. I mean, like I've considered like visiting America for like many years just to go and see all the sights I've seen like in those big Hollywood movies, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
every
Well,
time I look, yeah,
so I was gonna, if you come here, I will take you to the San Francisco ones because I know where they all are.
awesome. I would love that. But you see, the thing is that every time I look at the flights and the cost of just going to anywhere in America, I'm like, oh, jeez.
I understand. Just for the hell of it, I thought, oh, I wonder what the visa cost is for Malaysians to come to the US. And I'm just like, oh my god, that's ridiculously expensive. I think it was like $200 or something just to get a visa.
For visa for America for Malaysian tourists. Let's see. US Embassy application. Well, I mean, price is one thing. God knows whether I can even get in the waiting list to apply for the visa.
Well,
Jeez.
when I read that, I was like, oh, I guess I should be going to Malaysia if I want to see my Malaysian friend.
Well, yeah, it works a lot better the other way around. And hey, Malaysian food is way cheaper too.
That's true. Like, yeah, I'm sure it would be a very affordable holiday for me.
Definitely. Let's see. According to Google, as of right now, the visa fee for a tourist from Malaysia to go to America is 720 Malaysian ringgit, which is about 160 US dollars.
Yeah, well, that was close to what I said. I said
Uh,
200. I thought it was around 200, but I might have been overestimating.
but that's
It's a
just the
lot.
visa. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I mean, I definitely do want to travel because, like, aside from the pandemic, it's also a time where, like, if I can, I should try to see a bit more of the world before,
Mm.
before more things change.
Right, before more things happen. No, it certainly
Yeah,
made me glad for the fact that I had traveled a bunch
yeah.
before the pandemic. I was like,
You've
well,
been,
at
I
least
would say,
I've seen a lot
you've
already.
you've been to you've been to like several parts of Asia already, right? You've been to Australia.
Yeah,
You've been to Malaysia.
I went to most of the countries in Southeast Asia when I was living there,
Hmm.
as well as East Asia. Like, so I went to Japan, Korea,
Hmm.
South Korea, obviously.
Hmm. I
um,
imagine.
I did not go to North Korea, even though there were flights to North Korea from Malaysia. Did not go there. um, That might be a surprise to people that might be watching this later. What? There's flights to North Korea from Malaysia?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
they
yes,
are.
there are.
Although I can't imagine it's very full most of the time.
I do. Not when they're doing more missile tests.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pew pew.
Anyway, it's probably not something we should be joking about, but what are you gonna do? So,
What are you gonna do?
um, uh,
But
so
yeah,
yeah, and then Japan, Hong Kong, Macau, uh,
hmm,
Taiwan. So I basically went to all the different parts of China that's not mainland
China.
China. Right, exactly. At some point, I will also go to mainland China because there's other things that I want to do there or see there. But
But take your time. Take your
yeah,
time with that decision. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, one of the reasons, so I wanted to go to Shanghai Disneyland, but I think they shut that down
Yeah. Because I mean
somewhat
like
recently, so I
the
don't know if they're going to be doing that again.
yeah, because like they're being very, very strict with their zero COVID policy thing. So
Yep.
it's best not to go right now because things are
No,
very, very,
exactly.
very difficult there for the
I do
people.
not want to get stuck in China.
Yeah. Not the best place to be.
Oh man, this is getting so tall.
I can see just how close it is to your
To the
webcam
camera.
right now.
I'm gonna have
It's
to.
like,
I'll have to have a different camera view, I think, for the next stream, or maybe I'll adjust and
yeah.
then. Well, we'll see how it goes.
If you're using a Google laptop, a Chromebook, you could rest it on some books and give us like a direct view of it. Because like I'm guessing this thing is at least 2 stories tall. At least.
Well, right now it's already 2 stories tall, but it's gonna
Ah,
have a tower it makes it even taller.
yeah. I guess from how
So.
close I can tell your manicure is, it's at least 2 stories tall.
Yeah, yeah. I need to adjust the camera clearly. I'm just like, they're gonna just keep going up and up. Oh, there's gonna be some inside parts in here. And the
Yeah.
next step is just this top part
I
now.
didn't get to check out like the specific model of haunted house you're building, but I'm guessing since it has a haunted elevator, I assume haunted, it's gonna be at least maybe 2 or 3 stories, so it looks cool.
Yeah, I think the tower is an extra 2 or 3 stories on top of this.
Ah,
So
there you go.
obviously, I will, when I'm building that part, I will not be able to use this view because right now you can't see anything that I'm doing.
Oh,
If I
that's
pull,
cool.
if
That's
I pull
cool.
it more this way, there you go. This is where I'm doing it, right here.
Ah, okay. Nice.
All right, all right. It's got some inside parts. You can't even see the inside parts now.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right,
I mean, it's because you're kind of
rotate it.
limited with like the camera angle you got right now, unless you build it that
Can I
way. But
rotate?
that's a bit tricky for you
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
and scary.
Wait, I'm going to turn my camera off for brief. I'll turn both the cameras off. See if I can adjust where everything is, but I can still
Sure,
talk while I'm doing this.
no
So
worries.
let's see what I can do. Move everything around. Ooh.
Hello, is anyone
and,
there?
and hope that the hope, hope that hope that everything adjusts all right. So unplug the camera.
I'm blind,
here.
Dom. Help!
Wait,
Help!
you can see where my other camera is going though.
No, I can't. It's actually completely dark right now.
You can't see
No.
the what? No, but
Uh,
like in the backstage part. I mean,
no, I'm on backstage. Your other
you can't
camera
see the
is
Lego screen.
no, it went off.
Oh, okay. So you can't see the whole same view that I can see then.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Just this. Not get my thing stuck. Oh my god, I've got too many
Hello.
things. Hi. I'm still here. All right, what can we see? Ooh, I'm echoing.
Ooh.
Is that me? Or is that am I echoing on yours or mine?
Audio.
Okay, let's see.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay. We got camera back.
I'm just putting this one on first. I can probably do this now. Ooh, that's bright. my light was going over the. Now let's see how I'm going to put this one. Screen. My screen. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I see.
See if I can put. I don't know. This is gonna not be right at my face.
I think
Let's see.
you're. Wait, hang on. Is it my side?
What? I know I didn't put this thing back on yet.
Audio output is.
I can hear you. Can you not
Okay,
hear
I can.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's
It,
see.
oh,
How's this angle? Is that all right?
yeah, that's much better. Oh, wow.
That's what we're
Oh,
gonna have to do for a while.
you made quite a bit of progress since your first one, huh?
So the inside parts.
Nice.
All right, let's see if I can get it. That's all right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good angle here.
Great. Where's my face? My face is it's not the greatest, but
It's looking good. Oh, you could actually tone down the light a bit because it was a bit glaring. Is it glaring for you?
is that okay?
Yeah, it looks better.
Okay.
I usually ask like friends of mine who are streaming if they're using that O-ring that you mentioned, and they
Mm-hmm.
tend to leave it on the maximum brightness.
Well, I can. Well, it was also on. I had it on the orange light.
Okay, all right. Okay, looking good.
All right. And you just get to
Nice.
see. I'm gonna adjust slightly because you're just getting the side of me while
Is it
I'm
my good
doing.
side? Are you getting my good
It's like
side?
here's a bit of tit in the view for you. That's what it felt like I was doing. Not meaning to do it.
Oopsie.
But that's a slightly better angle anyway, so that's okay.
Yeah, looking great. And Spidey's hanging there, so he's keeping you company too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have an actual Spider-Man lamp. That's my table lamp.
That's the thing you pull to turn it on. I see.
No. This is the switch is on the side. This is just he's just hanging from the lamp.
Oh my god, that'd be so
Like,
cool though if you pull on
see?
Spidey.
But anyway,
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
I just like having really nerdy stuff around my house.
Hey Vito,
Um,
I'm the guy with
I
the Gundam model.
I have overindulged in my geeky side since I got divorced because my ex-husband was not somebody who liked having a lot of things like that around the house.
Well, to each their own, right? To each their own.
Mm.
Yeah, I appreciate the geeky stuff. It's fun. I mean, look at that! Look at that spooky little skeleton hanging over there with his Wait, is that a skeleton or just a skeleton head
Which
chandelier?
this
Oh,
part?
I'm peering. Yeah, I'm peering inside the Lego house.
Yeah, it's just the skull. I don't know
Ah,
exactly what he's doing. It's just like a spooky kind of thing for the haunted house, I guess.
he's trying his best. Chill.
Spooks and people. Well, 'cause this is the entrance where the people buy their tickets. I should probably put this guy by the ticket counter. There you go. He can help people.
Oh, that's cute.
So I didn't do that yet.
Wow, I can totally imagine like someone rigging this up with some LED lights, like those spooky
Oh
colors.
yeah, there's I get ads for the lights that you can use for Lego sets all the time, and I'm like, these
Targeted.
look great. They're hella expensive.
Oh, jeez. I thought they'd just be like those cheap LED strip lights, you know?
No, that because they sell them for specific Lego sets, and so it's
I
like, "These ones for
see.
this Lego set, these ones are for this Lego set." I'm like, "This looks great." Not gonna spend that kind of money for it.
Dang, okay. But I mean, to even have that specialized of a tool is like, yeah, there's clearly a market for it because a hardcore hobbyist or, you
Yeah.
know,
No, this
you know.
I have not joined any of the, like, Lego community kind of things, but I do occasionally, like, follow stuff, like, Google shows me the latest things that are happening on particular people. Like, when I go to the suggested news page on Google, it just shows me this
Damn.
stuff all the time, and then I'm following a couple of things on Instagram just I'm like, "This was cool,
Hmm.
this was cool." But I'm like, I'm not invested in the community side of it.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I've always been curious though. Have there ever been like Lego enthusiasts who are so into it that they can literally cite by memory the manufacturer code of a specific color block?
Oh my god, probably. It sounds like a
Yeah.
very autistic thing to do.
Like I can actually picture
But
like
I'm not
a like
I
a
I can say that because I am autistic, but I'm not to that level of obsession over Lego at
I
this
mean,
point.
I mean, I'm just speaking candidly and coming out of love because I do geek out on certain things to minutia too as well sometimes.
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
can totally imagine like two Lego lovers just sitting. Huh, that's a word for you, Lego lovers. Sitting, sitting like in a coffee shop, just chatting. Like, yeah, I really enjoyed the KW seven seven
Wait, wait,
five E.
like these kind of
Oh,
Lego
hello.
lovers?
Oh my god. Wait. Before I say anything further, didn't they do some publicity stunt where like Kermit divorced Miss Piggy or something, and she went on a whole like
Oh my
empowerment
god,
trip?
no, I have no idea, I've not seen that. If they have.
I legit was like laughing out loud when that news bit was going around, and like Miss Piggy was in like some shiny dress stepping out of a limo, picture everything. I'm like, hmm.
Wow, wow. That sounds like something that they would do.
I
Right
think
now,
that
I'm
is something they
building
could.
a grand piano. What is that? What they call the kind of
The
piano
grand
that they
piano.
have
This
with
the
the pipes, the big organ pipes. Maybe
Oh,
it's an
that's an
organ.
organ. That's an
It's an
organ.
organ.
Yeah.
It's an organ.
Yeah.
I was saying the wrong word.
It's okay.
Shh, shh. Nobody's
Slip of
watching
the
right
tongue.
now, so it's fine. You're the only person who heard that.
I will keep this secret for as long as this video lasts.
Oh, forever and all time, because it's the internet, and the internet's forever.
Indeedy do. Indeedy do.
I
Huh.
guess
Let me
we
try
will.
something. Oh, okay, cool. So Restream does pick this up now.
Right.
Excuse me. I was just checking the other shiny stuff that Restream has right now,
Hmm.
and it actually detects audio input, which is nice because now I can do this.
You got a special
Yay.
audio modulator.
Yeah, I do. It's just a software that I got. So like it's just something I do for fun whenever I have like D&D sessions with like friends
Uh-huh.
online. Yeah. So like we'll be exploring a cave and hello. Can you
That's
hear
pretty cool,
me?
actually. I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's great.
fun.
That's great.
Yeah. It also has like a pretty decent like list of pre-made like voice profiles. So
Mhm.
let's say like if I wanted to just take something quick and easy, if I'm working on the fly for a D&D session and I need, say, I don't know, this one is, wait, hang on. Oh, it's loading. Of course. Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay. So this application that I'm using still has some issues.
Okay.
Um,
It
yeah,
wasn't
no,
supposed to sound like that?
mm, I can't quite tell because like I use this for like Discord stuff, and sometimes Discord doesn't pick up on all the profiles. It has to
Mm,
do with how the app allows you to like customize your own voice profile as well. So there are certain sound settings that I think Discord does not pick up because the decibels are either too low or
yeah.
the modulation doesn't fit with the thing. But I mean, most of the time sound pretty okay, like this one.
Hmm.
Or
This is a buzzing. Is it
yeah,
meant
I
to be
think
buzzing?
no. If you hear buzzing, that means the thing either didn't load or it's not working right. Oh well, because they have some pretty cool ones, which unfortunately fall in that category of cannot be detected. Like this one,
Mhm.
I think. Let me try.
Yeah, no, it's more buzzing.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh well. No, that's pretty fun, and yeah, it's actually added a lot of flavor for D&D because right now we're finishing up a campaign that a friend of mine is being the DM for. It's like one of those starter kits that take place in Fandelver from the official D&D stuff.
Mhm.
Um, but after that, I will be running a DM session where it takes place in the Star Wars universe. We're going to play Edge of Empire.
Okay.
Uh, so that one's pretty fun because I've already set up the campaign. I've written my own story that I would like the players to go through and enjoy. And
Nice.
I'm also trying to get like more sound effects from the Star Wars movies to use as and when, like, those blaster
Yeah,
rifles,
yeah.
lasers, and all that. Yeah. Uh, looking forward to that, but it's gonna be a while because most of us are busy with
That's
work.
always the case. Everyone is always busy. That's why I'm usually when I do stream, I don't have anyone to join me because like everyone's busy when I want to do these things.
I understand. I understand. I went through the something very similar as well when I tried streaming on my own. But it was a very short session just to experiment from time to time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would love to like really dive in deeper to become a streamer. Um, but there's always like a lot of questions I don't know how to answer. Most of which is, what the hell am I even doing?
What with the technology or with like trying to get an audience or what
Mostly with like what I actually want to do as a
on
streamer.
as a stream? Mm.
Yeah, because like if I want to be very frank with you, the reason why I even consider streaming to the general public in the first place is because I'm just looking to interact with people and find something to talk with people, you know? And
Yeah.
yes, I'm going to put out the condition, which is maybe streaming is not the thing if you're looking for like a nice conversation, because the internet is the internet and it's always a roulette of personalities that's going to come your way. And not all will be genuinely happy or understanding, so take
Mhm.
that as you will.
It also
um
depends. I mean, I've been watching Sim um,
oh yeah.
do his streams when I can
Uh-huh.
because like,
Hmm.
he starts at 6 o'clock in the morning my time on a Sunday. It's like, but if I'm awake at that time, then
Hmm.
and then I can tune in. Um,
Hmm.
if I remember that it's on.
But
But
what
he's
what
been
does he
kind of like
stream?
sporadic. But he likes to have guest comedians to talk to, but
Oh, I
he
see.
also
Okay.
does it like asks them very last minute. So sometimes he'll start when they're not even actually there.
I see. So he's trying to do a podcast with comedians. Oh, that's
Oh
pretty
yeah, and
fun.
then he converts it into a podcast afterwards. So
Nice.
he live
Oh.
streams it and then chooses the best parts to turn into a podcast. But I haven't listened to any of the podcast versions. I've either watched live or watched the video afterwards, occasionally,
Hmm.
depending on who the guest is.
Hmm. Okay, sounds cool. I should check it out. Could you drop
He
me the link later, like
yeah,
when you're free?
he does it on his, Facebook page. I know you're
Oh,
not really
okay.
on Facebook, so
Yeah, I dropped it a long time ago.
so,
the only
if
reason the only reason I still have Facebook is just because there's some contacts who I only have on Facebook. They don't
well,
use
see,
WhatsApp or whatever.
we would have lost touch if you dropped
That is
it.
true. That is true. And thank goodness we have Discord now.
Yes. So now I don't have to worry about waiting until when you ever check in on Facebook.
Yeah, you can see me online most of the time on Discord, or just drop me a message. And yeah, I mean, if you feel like you just want to hang out or chat, I'm usually around. You want to play some games too, I'm cool with that.
Hmm.
Do you stream games? Do you want to stream games?
I do not currently, but I have thought about it.
Oh, okay. Because if the thought ever crossed your mind, there are plenty of Lego games.
I want to get the new one that's coming out this month.
Which one?
What's it called? Brick.
Oh, Brick Stories, the thingy, something Brick
I think
Stories,
it's
right?
Brick Tales. I think it's called.
Yeah, I
But
saw I
basically,
saw
yeah, you
some
can just
streamers like
basically build your own Lego inside a video game, so you don't have to spend all the money on playing Lego.
I mean, the people at Lego are like, we're already charging them a bomb for the physical game, for the physical sets. Why not charge them for digital sets too? Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's how they're doing it.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm sure they're taking it a step further and already experimenting with VR versions of that game, I'm sure.
Oh, probably on the
Yeah.
metaverse. Ooh. Uh, I don't think that's the smartest decision on Facebook's or Meta's
I don't know. I
uh,
don't know. It's always
behalf.
it's always it's always
It's
a
a gamble.
gamble.
Mhm.
It's always a gamble because, like, I will admit, it's very hard for me to see exactly where, like, the Zuck is going with this, because he's probably thinking like 10 steps ahead of where he actually wants it to be. And, like,
I
I
just
don't
feel
know.
like any time that something like that has, someone has tried to get something like that up and running, it's never
Hmm.
had enough of the population be interested in coming on board and
Hmm.
participating in it. Like it just
Hmm.
seems like niche audience.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since it's like in a virtual reality that requires a virtual headset.
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of people have one or can afford to, like, accommodate one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Meta is. I've heard they have the best, like, VR headset out in the market currently with their latest one. So I don't know if they can actually make it affordable. I don't see why it may not eventually adopt more users. Um, which then makes me start to think, oh wow, we're one step closer to, cyberpunk future. Hey, everybody's got headsets and they're all seeing a virtual world.
Is it like this? This looks weird. I don't understand what they're doing. Oh, there was a thing here. That's how I just missed that step.
I,
I missed a
I,
step again. I'm okay. I'm fine.
it's okay. No, I, I,
I
I, I enjoy hearing the mummerings because I mummer exactly the same way when I build stuff.
well, sometimes like when I don't have a guest on, like that's what I'm doing. If anyone watches later, like they're just like listening to me mumble about the pieces. I'm like, oh, this is the piece that looks like this, or this is the
uh,
piece that was being repurposed from this kind of piece.
Lego, Lego building mummering ASMR.
Right, exactly. Well, that's what they're opening the packets are for. That's the real
Oh,
ASMR.
the
Right?
plastic.
Exactly.
Oh.
I did not
Yeah,
expect you to make that noise.
yeah. You cracked that box, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay.
Weren't expecting
Um,
that at 12 p.m. at your era, huh?
whew. Anyway.
I'm just saying, I do a lot of voices for D&D, so I don't care anymore.
No, look, I just posted a picture to Instagram today of what I'm wearing right now. I'm just like, I'm like, this is my new work from home casual outfit, and I'm trying to like do an amusing, um, potentially sexy, but it's really not pose in it. I'm just like, but my main comment that I left in there is like, I just realized that when you're this close to 39, you just don't give a fuck anymore. Oh, somebody else joined. Ah, Andrew's
Oh,
here.
hello.
I
Was that
need
your
to.
friend?
Yes. Oh, my thing is in the way. My cord. Let me. I need to turn him on so that he can actually. So we can hear him.
Is somebody
not
gonna
in
clip
not in
that?
that way. Not
Is
in not
somebody
in
gonna clip that?
not, not in that way.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Hi, Andrew. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say turn you on in a sexual way. I just meant like turning your screen
Ba-bum,
on.
ba-bum, ba-bum, bum. Wee, wee.
I
Hang on,
am not listening
hang
to
on,
my own words
hang on.
before I say them.
Oh, hang
Hi,
on.
Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. Hello. I'm sorry I have to say this, but I actually have to go.
That's okay. Then it's good timing for
Yeah,
Andrew to pop in.
true
Andrew,
that, true
have
that.
you got your? I can't hear you right now.
Yeah, sorry. I really do have to go. I'm sorry I didn't get to hear your voice, Andrew, but nice meeting you. Catch you next time. Bye, Dom.
Thanks for joining, Calvin.
Anytime. See ya.
Bye. And we'll wait for Andrew to actually get his mic to work. Hopefully, it should be working. Ooh,
What about
hi.
one?
Yeah,
Is that
I can hear you now.
all right? What? I switched to my other. Oh, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Oh, what about now? Is that any
Ooh,
better?
that's great.
Oh, good. Yeah, that microphone has got a separate mute button, which didn't help. But
I see,
but
and that's why
yay.
it wasn't working because you were muted.
Yeah, well, it
You
was
know,
working very well at being muted. Oh, so your previous guest and I have tag teamed.
yes, so it was good timing to do that.
Amazingly good timing. Yes.
I love that.
So catch me up. What are you building here today?
So I'm still in the process of building the Lego haunted house. Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you can
Casa
tell it's gonna be fun.
encantada.
I had to change my camera angle because it was getting too high. It was pushing
Too
up
high up. Yeah.
getting close to the camera. So I had to adjust midstream. So there was a
That's
time
fine.
like just voice only while the I was rearranging my cameras because nobody needs to see my messy bedroom while I'm
Okay.
rearranging, right? So right now
Okay.
I'm building an organ.
It is. Yeah.
This
Okay.
is
I like it.
this is how much I
Okay.
gotta do the pipes next. Just about now I'm doing this thing. So yeah, how you doing, Andrew?
Oh, I'm okay. It's just reached midday here in Western Australia where I am.
Oh yeah, it has
Um,
too.
hmm. And I've celebrated the day by getting out of bed. Uh,
I cannot stay in bed that late anymore. I just can't.
well, yeah, I'm a late to bed person at the moment, and um, haven't been sleeping for a very long time when I do. So
Hmm.
very very tired last night, and had a big sleep. So that's good. Good to have a big sleep. Um,
I look forward to the days that I can do that again. But like it's just been a long time where I feel like I can sleep past 8 o'clock.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. Um, certainly, when you're a single parent,
Hmm.
you have responsibilities, and I
That's
have
right.
responsibilities like to my job, um, which is you know a bit more flexible. Um,
Hmm.
but the most important reason for me to get up in the morning is to see my dog and let my dog out, and
Yeah.
um,
And your
and
dog's flexible too.
I mean, if I sleep all day and he's like shut in the laundry all day, then that is very boring for him.
Yeah, I
But that's
bet.
only happened a couple of times, so it's good to get up and let him out and let him go
Hmm.
outside and lie in the sunshine.
Yeah.
Um, and I can always let him out and then go back to bed and go back to sleep.
That's also an option. Yeah. I don't really have that kind of options available to
Well, no,
me.
no,
My
no, you wouldn't.
responsibilities.
No.
I on the weekend I might do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Deal with
Yeah.
some things and then I'll nap at weird hours sometimes if I'm feeling tired. I'm sure that doesn't help with nighttime sleeping.
No. I did the same yesterday. I'm pretty sure I had a nap. I did have a nap in the afternoon, and then I also dozed like late at night whilst watching stuff on the TV. And I'm like, no, this is no good. We need to clean up and go to bed.
What were you watching? Oh, something embarrassing you don't want to talk about.
No, it's not embarrassing, but it's also not exciting. I was watching a Finnish man play a DOS computer game from 1993.
Oh wow! Now that's I wonder if I could get my kids to watch those kinds of streams.
Well, the YouTube is full of Let's Play content.
Yes, and that's the kind of thing that they watch, but they watch more modern games. So that's why I was saying that.
Yeah, well, I guess it depends whether the game and the play style appeals. This chap in question, he loves turn-based strategy and turn-based combat games, and he's really, really good. But he's also really, really slow. he thinks about everything he's going to do, and if
Does
you
he
are not,
explain his process?
he does. He talks through what he's thinking about and why he makes decisions. So it's not like long periods of silence, but I still think it's a fairly niche group of people who are going to be sufficiently patient to sit.
Oh man, I have to move things around. Do you want to see the organ
Yeah,
in its
yeah,
full place? Let me bring it in a little bit. There.
I like the way it's got hinges so it swings open.
Yeah, I can close the whole building.
Yeah.
I do actually have to swing it around because the next
Wow. Oh, look at the front. What is this? What are these wheels?
This is the back. This is where the
right.
Moving the elevator because there's going to be an elevator.
This is behind the curtain. Okay.
Yeah, but I have to.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to be working on this part next. It looks like this section. So let me move things so it's still viewable in the thing. I think I have to open the next bag. I'm up to bag 7 now, Andrew.
Golly gosh, I got a friend who is building the Titanic kit.
Oh my god, that's huge.
Yeah, she's had it for a week and a half, 2 weeks, and she's, I don't know, I'm not quite sure where she's at, but she has been posting the occasional update, and it has so many bags.
Yeah, no, that's a big set.
I'm not sure if she's actually said how many bags it has. Just going to have a look. I'm using a different computer than I was last time. I'm not using that laptop where the screen kept falling back.
I was wondering if that was something that was going on. I'm going to turn that off. There we go. That's better. It's too bright in my face.
Now, the first challenge is remembering the name of the person that you want to look up.
You know, I feel like when I'm on Facebook sometimes, I feel so old sometimes, but when I'm on Facebook sometimes, I'm just scrolling through and I see somebody's name, but they have the same name as somebody else that I know, so I think it's this other person.
Oh, I keep getting thrown by someone I know, like not a close friend, but they got married recently, and so their first name and the first letter of their married name now matches someone else that I
Oh,
went to
no.
school with.
It
And I
makes it
keep
harder.
seeing, yeah, because I, they'll post something and I think, oh, it's so and so in the US. What's she doing? Oh, it's not her, it's another person.
Have you ever replied to someone thinking it was the other person?
No.
Because I
I've
think
never
I
been
did that one time. I don't remember the circumstances, but I feel like I did that one time. I was like, oops. Oh, well, at least what I said is not that bad.
Well, did it still apply?
I think so.
I
It was
guess.
just like maybe a little bit more of a particular tone that I might have done otherwise.
All right. Yeah. Well, these
I
things.
don't even
these
remember
things
what the
happen all the
context
time.
was or anything.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was so it can't have been that bad if I don't remember.
Okay, so it wasn't like he said, "Oh, hi John, how's your dad?" Like, and it's like actually a different John, and this John's dad had just died, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like that. Good. So anyway, I've found what she said. Okay, she posted 15 hours ago. She's completed the first third of the Titanic, and that's 11 bags.
Wow.
Oh, it's a lot. Yeah, I think she plowed a reasonable chunk of her tax return into the Titanic. But
Yeah, it's an expensive set. I think here
yeah, but
it's like
she's pretty
$800 or
happy
something.
about it. She's pretty happy with it. So anyway, that's me talking about someone else, and I might let's close that. Oops, no, not that tab. That's the Dominica tab. We don't want to. If we close that one, then it's all over. All the fun is over.
This is hard to do, like, because
Yeah.
the angle of the picture is different than the angle that I have it at here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Because I want to make sure that it's visible on screen. So I'm sure I can adjust, and I'm sure it's fine.
Well,
it's just
I
a
mean,
little.
I don't mind if you turn it to make it look like.
It's more that I can't.
diagram.
I don't have room to put this anywhere else. So, like, there's not enough room underneath here because I have a bunch of other crap under there. So I can't. And if I move my cashew box, maybe have a little, and the minifigures, little skeleton guy. This is empty anyway, almost.
I was going to ask what that was.
It's cashews.
It looks like in Australia we have Cadbury chocolate, which uses a dark purple as their thing, and they have like tins of drinking chocolate that look like that container.
I see. Isn't it purple Cadbury? This is dark blue.
Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't quite tell the color.
I guess my battery on my light went out, but at least the light still looks all right, so we can keep going. I ordered a light
face
strip.
cam is looking great. That's all working really well.
You can still see here, right? This light's still fine.
I still see that.
So it's just a little laggy.
Where the cashews were under the monitor stand in the shadow, so they
that was fine. That was no big deal because no one needs to see my empty cashew container.
Well,
my
not anymore.
near empty cashew container.
Yeah.
I need to do some tidying is what I really need to be doing.
One day
when I have the interest in doing so.
Oh yeah, look, that can be hard. You got to sort of like build up the enthusiasm.
Or you need to be procrastinating on something else.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, I really need to complete this form. I need to do this application. Oh, I've got to get this job application in. I've got to update my CV. Oh wow, look, I'm gonna clean.
Exactly.
I only clean the bathroom.
Right, exactly.
This feels like a good time to take all the food out of the pantry and clean the shelves of the pantry.
Right,
Yeah,
you understand. It is exactly
of course I
like that.
understand.
Well,
This is a very human thing.
we do have a 3-day long weekend here this weekend, so maybe
Oh,
I'll have time.
what is the public holiday for you?
It is Indigenous Peoples Day, which was formerly Columbus Day.
Ah, good old Columbus, eh? Um, yeah, his popularity's on the wane, from what I
Yes.
hear.
Yes. Well,
So
that's why they renamed it. It's
yeah, so is
actually been renamed federally now, but it was like
that's
renamed in
okay.
California first.
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask: is this a California thing? But this is the whole of the US
Yeah, I'm
is
pretty sure
is a,
Biden, like, since Biden became president, it
yeah.
was officially renamed for the entire country. But prior to that, it was renamed in California
Okay.
already.
Anyone else other than California?
I
You
think
remember?
so. Probably Hawaii, but I'm not sure where else. There's probably some other ones as well.
Yeah, good.
Where is this piece? I need a long. Oh, it's right in front of my face, right here. It's always the way.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on the top, but I was looking underneath everything. But when it's a darker piece, because it was a dark brown, so it was like almost blended in with the table. Do you have someone over there yelling?
I don't. That's the TV.
Oh, it's the TV.
In another room. I wasn't actually sure if this mic would pick it up, but clearly it is picking it up. Yeah,
That's all right.
because I turned the TV on and opened Twitch, and you weren't there, and I thought, oh no, I've missed the stream, and then I thought, hang
No,
on,
I'm not
Dominica
doing
was
Twitch anymore.
saying that she can only do 2 platforms
That's
with
right.
Restream. So I assumed that was what was going on, was that you just weren't on Twitch.
That's correct. Twitch was the one that I decided to drop because Twitch is the one that doesn't save it after 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, forever. Probably unless
yeah.
you pay them the monies.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the only, I mean, it was rare for me to get comments from any platform anyway.
Yeah, sure.
But I have a lot more on my YouTube channel, so I thought I'll just keep it on my YouTube
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it saves it. And keep Facebook because that's where all my friends are. They're the ones that might be more likely to tune in and type something. But that
I
hasn't
think
happened for a
that's
while.
entirely fair. I mean, I liked Twitch because you were one of my followed channels. Yeah, but that's fine.
Look, I would still be streaming to Twitch if I was allowed to do 3, and maybe in the future I'll do non-Lego streams to Twitch, like do Twitch and YouTube or something if it's like maybe a video game or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so you'll just decide depending on your audience and your
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's all good. I don't think I got a notification on my phone from YouTube about your stream starting.
Yeah,
but
I think you need to have like a particular. You need to click an extra like clicky thing to get notified for.
Yeah, you gotta. There's the bell. Gotta click that
subscribe
bell
and then click the bell to actually get the notification. I think my dad was complaining about that. He's like, I'm subscribed to your channel. How come I don't know when the things get posted?
Yeah, which is a perfectly valid question. And hi, Frank. Um, always
if
good.
or when he, oh no, he'll probably be watching on Facebook later.
Yeah. And you'll and like there'll be a bunch of comments. Where you'll be like, "Hi, Andrew," and we're like, "Oh,
What was he
what
talking?
was that in
What
reply
were we
to?"
talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. That was lovely last time that I came on, and we were nattering about you know um, filling stations, fuel stations, petrol
Yes.
stations,
Yep,
servo,
that's right.
gas stations. And he chipped in the comments on your Facebook about his experiences as well, which was really lovely.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
Oh, I always picked a piece that was not the right piece because it had an
right.
extra bit, see? Like, that's not the
Yeah.
piece I need.
Oh, that takes me back to being 8 years old and putting the wrong piece in, and then it all just
Oh,
oh,
oh, see, that's what you missed, right? I
what
missed
happens?
one piece, like, right in the I'll show you. I missed this
Hmm.
piece after I'd built it all the way
Ah,
basically to the top,
and then
and
you're
I
going,
had
hang
this
on.
one piece left, and I'm like, "Oh, it's the next bag. Where was this supposed to go?" I thought
Oh,
there was meant to be a gap in there because I never saw the step for it to go in there, and I had to take it all out again to get it in. But it was all
yeah,
right.
good one, mate. Yeah, you
So
idiot.
I just thought I just thought you'd appreciate living
Oh,
and basking in my unfortunate
absolutely.
circumstances.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, we all make mistakes, We don't necessarily all make
It,
them live on
it
the
gives you a
internet, but
reason to watch back over that part of the video later.
I will watch the whole stream again later because I enjoy watching you build and your conversations. It's good stuff.
Yep. Yep. Well, you'll hear us, me and Calvin, talking about you potentially coming onto the stream later.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's right.
Well, I don't imagine you can riff on that for a great length
No,
of
no,
time.
it was a short time. It's
Like,
like,
yeah, the first
hi.
30 minutes was talking about Andrew.
No, it's not that long. It's like maybe 3 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I'm glad Calvin got in and got to be a part of this experience.
Me
Um,
too. Yeah, I only recently like reconnected with him after like when I went to message like, oh, I haven't heard from Calvin for a while. I'd like to check in and see how he's doing. And I
yeah.
opened Facebook Messenger and I'm like, oh, the last message I sent him was 2015. It's like,
Oh,
holy
yeah, that's
cow.
that's not so
It's like
bad.
7 years. What is it? Was it real? Oh my god. Yeah, it was like 7 years. So
Yeah, I did reconnect with someone. Well, I'd never sort of like really lost touch with them, but we had really sort of only communicated via comments
mm,
on posts and whatever, and hadn't exchanged messages. And sort of like, then actually, for some reason, I needed or I wished to send them a message. I was like, oh, the last time I sent a message to this person was 2009. And
oh my god.
I wonder.
That's way more than me.
Oh yeah. I thought you'd find that was funny. It's like, wow. So yeah, these things happen, but it's okay if you've been communicating with someone in some other way. It's not so
Well,
bad.
he hadn't been using Facebook, so
Well,
I think that was
that's
part of it.
that's a
You
perfectly
know?
good reason why.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep.
his fault, really.
Well, no, I think it's both of our fault. Like I also, because this was like, so the last message I sent him was around the time that I started getting really, really heavily invested in improv in San Francisco. So I just got so involved in my life
Right.
here that I forgot about all my friends from elsewhere. So it's really quite rude of me, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like when when one of your mates gets a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and then you just like
Uh-huh.
don't hear from them for like 2 years.
Right, until
Something.
they break up.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh,
I,
they broke up
ha-
again.
I have friends. I forgot I had
Yeah,
friends.
that happens.
Yeah, I've had that
But
experience.
yeah. So now that you've broken up with your improv,
Right,
be
pretty
friends
much.
with Calvin
Yes.
again. Yeah.
Well, improv and getting divorced. I think it's
That's a,
like all of that, a combination of all of those things.
that's a lot of breakups.
Yep.
Uh,
It's not that. I mean, I'm open to going back to improv at some point. It's just
oh yeah, I know you haven't like broken up with improv. Really, but it's no
we're
longer.
taking a break.
Yeah, you're seeing other people.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just no longer the huge voluntary time sink that it was.
Yeah. That's
I
it's my time sink now is Lego and writing and reading a lot
guess.
at the moment, it seems. So yeah, it's not bad. I'm actually enjoying the fact that I'm spending more time reading. And actual books now, not just graphic novels.
I should read a book again. I miss it. It's just something daunting about the time to actually do it,
Yeah.
which
No,
is a bit
I've
silly, but
no,
yeah.
I've felt like that, especially if like the book I want to read is thick. I think I don't remember if talked to you about this or if I just posted about on Facebook before. Um, but like I was reading through all of, I think I did talk to you about this. I was reading through all of Matt Fraction's Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
but I felt daunted by reading his Hawkeye, which was shorter than all of his Iron Man. But because of how big the book was, that was what was putting me
All
off
right.
it.
I don't
So
remember you saying that. So yeah, okay.
maybe I was telling somebody else. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So did you get over it?
I've still not read his Hawkeye, but that's because I've been reading other stuff.
Yeah.
I will eventually pick it up. I just have things checked out from the library. Like I have a couple of book clubs, and so I had to read the books for those. So that's why I'm reading the ugh, my brain has drawn a blank. The book that I'm reading at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
that I posted about on Facebook and Instagram. Is
Yeah,
a
I
book club.
totally remember what that is. Yeah.
The one that's a comedian.
Oh, Ali Wong.
Yes, no, the
Yeah.
name was escape. I don't know why. It was just like right then. It
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
I know who she is. I know what her name is. It was just like my brain was like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I'm sorry that the label for that object is just gone. Sorry. Yeah. Bye.
yes, exactly.
That happens again. That's very human.
But I am loving the book though. So have you? No, well, if you've not been
I
reading,
know
then
her.
you
I
haven't read
know
it.
her name. I haven't read her book, and I've only seen a tiny bit of her stand up. I've seen snippets of it, and I know
Do
she's
you
funny.
have Do you have Netflix?
I have the Netflix.
Oh, she's got 2 stand-up specials on Netflix.
Yeah,
I think
they're probably in my watch list.
I think I've seen both of them. I've at least seen the most recent one, but I think that I watched I think I watched the first one. But she's also did a movie called Always Be My Maybe, which is set in San Francisco, and I loved that.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about that.
It's a romantic comedy, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It was fun. I really enjoyed watching it.
Cool.
So I
All right.
recommend that as well.
Is that also on Netflix?
Yes, that's also on Netflix.
All right. Well, maybe I will. Maybe one day in the mythical future, you
Yep.
know that mythical future when you have time to do all the things that you've been saying to people. Oh yeah,
Yes, that was the pandemic for me when I was unemployed and getting divorced. That was when I had
yeah,
that mythical time to do everything. So that's why I did all my catching up on all the Marvel shows on Netflix prior
yeah.
to them being removed from Netflix and going to Disney Plus. So I was like, oh, I'm glad I got in now.
Oh, so that would have the Daredevil and so on
Yes, all of
those
those
ones.
ones. Yep, except the only one that I didn't watch was Punisher, but I guess I can watch that on Disney Plus. That's a character that I'm less interested in.
I really liked it. I've not read the Punisher books, but I knew Punisher was Frank Castle, and he went around hurting people very violently.
Yep.
And the actor John Bernthal, I had met, as it were, through The Walking Dead seasons 1 and 2. Or is it just season 1? Anyway, he's in The Walking Dead,
Mhm.
and dude can act great. I really liked his work. So I was super keen to watch Punisher, and I think it was only 6 or a dozen episodes,
Mhm.
and by God, it's brutal, especially the end of season 1. Holy cow! It is.
Well, at
You
least I'm having a warning on about that.
Oh yeah, like it's there's Hollywood violence, right? And then there's
Mm,
like you're like, oh, this is like more than Hollywood violence. This is pretty full on. So it
mm.
is quite full on. But that's kind of in keeping with
But
with who
Car-
with who he is and what he
is
is.
Ca- I think I heard that Karen Page is meant to be in it as well. That was what I liked about him in Daredevil. It was his interactions with Karen Page
I don't recall. I watched this, well,
a
it'd be
while back.
some years ago now. I don't think there was any kind of crossover
Okay.
or shared universe stuff. I don't remember anything obvious to me as a layperson about
Mhm.
um, about that.
Okay. Well, maybe I misunderstood or misinterpreted or don't remember the
Well,
conversation
and
properly.
you could be completely right. I just may not understand. I may not understand the reference that
Fair
you're
enough.
referring to. So
Karen
yeah,
Page was the woman who was the main character in the Daredevil series.
okay, yeah. Um, well, as far as I know, Um, as far as I know, no, but that doesn't mean that it's true.
Well, you have the search engines in front of you. You could do a little searchy search.
I was thinking that. So if um, oh, you'd be amazed how many things there are on Wikipedia called Punisher.
Punisher series. Uh, Netflix.
Yeah. Do. Whoops! I've accidentally found myself looking at something about the comics instead.
That happens.
It does happen. So we go.
I'm in a like a Marvel Facebook group for chatting around about the Marvel TV series,
Yeah.
And last week, someone was asking about, hey, who do you think these characters are going to be that haven't been revealed yet? And I was like, doing an online search, and I was like, oh, I wonder if it's this character. And then I later like read more about the character and discovered that this character had already been in a bunch of Marvel things. I was like, clearly this character had completely been off my radar.
Yeah.
It was not a character that stood out to me.
Okay. So I've gotten there. I've gotten to just the Punisher page where it says that John Bernthal played the character in the second season of Daredevil and in the spin-off series The Punisher.
Yes.
So let's jump over to The Punisher. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, on the
What year
Wikipedia.
was it? Okay, 2017. Yeah, okay, that's not actually all that long ago. But all right. Now you were asking about,
is Karen Page in it?
Is there any Karen Page? Yes. Yes.
Ah, see, there you go.
Yes. Yes. Yes, she is. So I had missed her completely. I'd missed the significance of her because I have not read or watched Daredevil.
Ah, I see.
But yes, she's in it. And yeah, the Punisher. I think I've only watched the Punisher season 1. But the Punisher season 1 was pretty good.
Does it say how many episodes there
are? I'm sure it does if I go and look at the right place. That necessitates opening the Punisher season 1 page. So here we go. 13.
13 episodes.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right. That's how many episodes most of the other shows were.
Which is kind of nice. It's a bit too much to watch in one day.
Yes.
But it's also not a terrifyingly large prospect to sort of like look at it all.
Mm-hmm.
And they did the decent thing of releasing it all at once, so that you weren't waiting for things to happen.
Right.
There was some very, I thought, very important themes brought up in the show, like combat veterans, PTSD, and the ways that different people dealt with that, and how some people were able to access resources, were able to access support, and others like literally could not access support, or it wasn't appropriate for them. So that was kind of interesting. It gave quite a real world flavor to it all, and it was all fairly believable too. I mean, apart from Frank getting the hell beaten out of him and not
and then still being fine, not having to go to the hospital.
Not fine, but not in hospital for 3 weeks and then convalescing for the next 9 months, which seems to be the usual human thing.
Right.
Yeah. Ever since on one of Dr. Carl's radio phone-in things, Dr. Carl Crujaniti.
Yeah, I know who Dr. Carl is.
Yeah. Oh, this is for the audience. I'm just giving context.
Oh, right. I always forget that. And I was like,
Good, are you recording
Look,
this?
I'm telling the audience that I know who it is too, because maybe they
Yeah.
don't know
Oh,
that I
all
know
right.
who Dr. Carl
I'll
is.
stop cutting you down. I'm sorry. So Dr. Karl Kruszelnicki, who is as you know, is a science communicator here in Australia. He's very popular. And one of the millions of things that he said on radio is about the oft used thing in action movies and stuff where someone gets thrown against a wall and then they hit the wall hard and they slide down. He's like, yeah, you do that, you break your collarbone and you're out for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason that he mentioned that was because he himself had broken
Had
or
to happen.
injured his collarbone in the fairly nondescript and pedestrian manner of being dumped by a wave at the beach.
Oh my goodness.
So he was like, riding a wave, like, la la la, and then just like, I don't know, got dumped somehow, like you just slammed into
Those waves,
shore.
seriously, Australian waves can
And
be really dangerous.
yeah. But it was something as simple as that. It was not like, he fell off a third story window or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like he was just minding his own business at the beach, and I've been dumped by a wave, and you're like, oh, that wasn't fun. But the thought that something so simple and everyday could bust your collarbone and mean that you can't use your arm for a couple of months is like, wow, okay. So then every time I see someone flung against a wall in a film or TV, I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be hospital.
Yeah. The only kinds of people or kinds of characters that can usually get away with that kind of thing are the ones that heal fast, like Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah.
They have an excuse.
Oh yeah, they've got magical excuses. Yeah.
But humans, no.
Yeah, humans are amazingly resilient, but they are also amazingly fragile. It's
Right.
a human girl somehow survived a 3-kilometer fall out of an airplane.
Mhm.
And the Peruvian jungle did break her fall, but whereas people have fallen off, people fall off a horse and died. They've fallen a distance of 5 feet and it's killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to move this
that's
house
okay.
now again.
That's all right. Well, we're
Lost my
getting
instructions.
we're getting a different view. It's all very exciting.
That's right. But now I lost my instructions because I put it on my very
Yep.
silky pants that just
They
slips
just
down.
split off. It's like there's no friction whatsoever.
As you can just see my cord from my headphones.
Yep. It's
Okay.
all very good. Oh, so that's a
Because I'm
great.
super professional, Andrew.
You are. That is one of the things that I love about you, Dominica. That's why I'm
thank
here.
you.
I feel like I'm participating in like a really pro thing, and it's like it's elevating my own status by being here, which is really cool. All right, so now we're getting to look at
I
the
see.
intro again.
That works. Yeah, but now I have to put this thing in this part here. So it's like moving around to here. And this
Gazing
thing
intently.
is going.
What's the black thing that's just under your right wrist at the moment? Is that a piece?
This, yeah.
Okay. Is it meant to be rolling around randomly, or is it supposed to be?
No. I guess so. I'm building a door right now.
Oh.
I'm guessing this is not as wobbly. I'm guessing this is attached to something else on top, but it's not there yet.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to move this to the.
Didn't want you to like finish building a wall and be like, there's not meant to be a hole.
No. It's fine. We're all good. So I have to build the next door. The other side.
Exciting.
If I move my lamp that's not even on, then I'm going to make myself some more room. Look at that. Good night. Sorry, that wasn't for you, Andrew. My kid
I
is.
can tell because, like, it's not nighttime here.
Well,
I'm not your
it
children.
is here. I could be saying goodnight to my audience where nobody's watching, just randomly.
It's like, good night, end of stream, goodbye.
Don't even do a proper goodbye. It's like, "Rup, I'm sorry, something happened. Good night." No, of course my kid leaves my bedroom door open, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I have been getting. I don't know why this made me think of this, but I've been getting. Facebook has been telling me that some of my video is muted in specific countries because it thinks that I have music playing that I don't have the copyright for, and they don't have the
Wow.
rights to in some countries. I'm like, I have zero music. I got it on my last stream. It was like nobody was talking to me. It was just me randomly nattering about occasionally, and otherwise it was silence. So I'm like, what the hell, Facebook?
But, like,
what are you flagging?
how do you copyright strike that? It's
I
just
have
you
no
talking.
idea.
That's odd.
So I have no idea what it was trying to pick up or catch. It was just bizarre. Bizarre. Anyway, we've got this door going on. Oh, these bits can be tricky sometimes. Have you been seeing any stand-up shows recently, or you just don't have time for it?
Well, in the last, I don't know, almost month, I've been kind of a bit too run down and had enough of everything. Could go see Rove tonight if I feel like it.
Oh, Rove's in town.
Yeah, he's doing some. He's going to headline at a local club. Which I don't know. I could go. I probably won't. I'm in a very not going out and participating in things.
No, I 100% relate to that. I'm sure I know people that are probably doing shows at the moment
right now because it's a Friday night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sure choosing to do a Friday night show, I'm not going to have any friends watch because they're busy having an actual life.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't felt like going out for a while, and I have been very tired and not really had the energy and for that sort of thing. But I did go out a few weeks ago with a couple of friends because Jonathan Van Ness was in town and had bought tickets for his show. So because I actually had, friends that I was sitting with, I was like, that
You can't bail on it.
That helped to not bail because just the thought of going out was just horrible. But I did it, and I was very brave, and it was worth it because he's just so flippin' lovely. But that is very possibly the last thing that I went out to do. There's been a lot of things in the last few weeks that I've completely bailed on. There's been one. Let's see. There's been 1, 2, 3 music gigs in the last month that I wanted to do, genuinely wanted to do, but bailed. And then, 4. There was that one too. Looking at the calendar, and numerous comedy things, but just can only do what you can do, right? So
Yeah. I intended to go see a friend in a play, but then I think on the day that I had intended to go, which was like the last performance, I ended up being um I'd had a migraine the day before, and then I was like feeling like a little bit runny nose or sniffly or
yeah,
unwell. I don't remember exactly, but I'm like, "Ugh, I'm really not feeling up to going out," and I felt bad because I did actually want to go.
yeah,
But
it's yes.
I had
You
so much
can't,
else
you
going
just
on that
can't do
week that I'm just
everything.
like, yeah,
Yeah. I've just I'm further upsetting myself now by seeing other things that I've missed.
missed out on.
Yeah, and
I don't even make plans with friends for the most part. I'm just like, if I buy a ticket for something because I really want to see it, then I will go to it because I've bought a
yeah,
ticket for it. But if I don't buy
yeah,
a ticket in advance, then I'm much less likely to go.
yes, um, yeah. Also, not yeah, not got a whole lot of spare money at the moment for such things. So
That's fair.
the energy and the finances together are
Mhm.
making it all a bit difficult. I wonder what that means. The next thing I actually will go to is going to be. Just looking at the calendar now.
I don't have that much on
Uh,
the calendar. I know I'm seeing the Jagged Little Pill musical
oh
later
yeah.
this month.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to that. But then I think the next thing I have a ticket for is not until like January for SF Sketchfest. And the only reason I have a ticket for that is because it got postponed from January this year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, well, they still let us keep
Yeah.
the tickets.
Oh, I've been invited to see a play, which is running at the Blue Room Theatre in Perth. Oh, and then
Yeah,
also at another venue. It's moving. That's weird. It's doing a
yeah.
run at the Blue Room, and then it's doing 3 more dates at another venue up the road. How odd.
Do you
But
still
yeah,
keep in touch with any of like the arena people?
um, only sort of like seeing what they do on social media. Those few that I
Mm,
see that are present there. I haven't had any real wish to get back into amateur theatre myself.
that's fair.
Um,
Can't
yeah,
wait for her to see the doors open.
sorry.
Doors, I put the doors in. See
Oh,
if I
yeah,
can
very
open
good.
them. Let's see if I can open them.
Alright.
Ooh.
Whee!
I don't know, you can't even see them that well.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
It's a little
Open
bit
door
dark. It's a
closed.
little dark.
I like that they have door knockers.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cute
Well,
a
you're gonna
pretty
have
cute
door
thing.
knockers on a haunted house.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all part of the atmosphere.
The aesthetic. Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, amateur theatre, like almost everything, needs time. And um
Yes. Yes.
it
Well,
was
that's why I
it
said
was
in touch and not like actually performing.
oh yeah, but just even in touch at all. Yeah, and it's not that I dislike any of the people. But yeah, just
It's
knowing
harder
how.
to stay in touch with people when you're not like regularly doing things with them.
Yeah, yeah. When you have to make an effort, and they also have to make an effort,
Exactly.
and often that is that level of effort is a bit much. And you're
Yep.
like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
But you don't actually intentionally cut them out or anything like that.
No.
That's just what happens. Um, I did. Um, I did participate. Was it? I think it was late last year. In one of the things that happens in UWA at the open outdoors theatre that's in the arts faculty, and I've just blanked on what they actually call the thing. But anyway, bunch of people they do Shakespeare readings, so there's like they do rehearsals for like maybe 2 weeks, and then just have a reading night where there is some, there's blocking and some, some level of costumery, like, different hat, and, script in hand, and you read lines and stuff. And I did one of those, which was all right, but basically because someone that I respect very much was directing that little season.
Yeah,
so I was like,
I think that
like
sort of thing
working
can
with
make a
him.
difference. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But I didn't know anyone. I think I knew one person in the cast. But the director, I was like, oh, look, I would absolutely jump at an opportunity to work with that, like, be directed by them again, because they're really good. So that's what I did, and it was fun. I got to just read different lines in different character voices, and
Yeah, look at these instructions, Andrew.
yeah, I'm looking at them now. What is going on? What is that?
Well, I guess I'm building some chandeliers.
Oh,
I think it's probably going to go on the top to help, like,
okay.
open the doors or something.
Hey, I'm a bit concerned about the thickness of that instruction book, because when you lifted it up, it looked like there was an awful lot more still to go.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm not going to get done tonight. Like, the reason I started at the beginning of October to build this is because I knew it was going to take me a long time. It's
Okay.
over. What did I say? It's over 3,000 pieces. This set.
Oh, is there more floor space to this thing?
No.
Is this like just the front of it or something? Or?
This is the base, and it just gets built up and up.
Oh, it's very tall.
Yes.
Is it? Oh, okay. All right.
And you have to do all the roof and everything.
Well, you're gonna have fun fitting that in camera, aren't you?
Well, that's why I adjusted where the camera is right now, because I can't have it underneath anymore.
But once it starts building up, yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, that's why it's a sideways view now.
Yep.
Normally, I was having the camera up here. Can't even.
Well, you might have to go to that portrait orientation instead of landscape.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder if I can do that. Move the thing to the side.
You can. You can. You're clever. You can do anything you want.
Might test it one time when I'm not actually streaming.
Oh yeah. I mean, no need to fiddle with it now.
That's right, but it's a good suggestion for me to actually look into.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do hate that portrait orientation, but there are times where it just makes more sense. Like, this is how we're going to fit it into frame. The alternative is that we have the camera a lot further back, and then you can't see. Yeah,
exactly. No, that's a great suggestion. I'm going to definitely look into it next time. Hopefully, it actually does do it sideways.
You're welcome.
All right. I think maybe once I'm done with this bag, that might be enough for tonight. I don't know. I'll be like 7 bags in.
It seems like a lot.
Yeah, I'm just like, how frustrating this is. All these small steps to put something on top in there. And I was like, when am I going to miss a step? I hate it when there's like more fiddly stuff like this. I'm also doing it like backwards from what it's actually showing me in the instructions.
Why?
No, I mean, as in, like, it's showing it this way, but I'm like,
the orientation.
My hands don't go that way. It makes more sense for me to hold it this way.
Okay.
Because I'm right-handed. Right?
Yeah, no, all right. You're like, dang it, these build instructions are not streamer friendly.
Right, exactly. wobbly. All right. I do like the moving parts in the Lego sets. I think it's cool to do that. It's just like really fiddly to actually build.
Yeah, but once you've got it, it's worth it because they're, you know,
Then
more
you can
fun.
play with it. Exactly. You can be more like a kid again. It's not just for
Yay.
display. Like, look at all the things that it does. Aren't you impressed?
Validate me. Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't seem right. Oh, did I put the wrong? No? What did I do wrong? Oh. Wait. Oh, I did that part. Okay. Oh, I put the wrong thing in. See, I'm not good at following instructions sometimes, Andrew.
Really? Is that so?
That's exactly it. But that's okay because now I can just the part that I did do just before that I did in the wrong place. I didn't have to take apart because it was meant to go like that on the next step. So I was being efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
How it works.
You were anticipating.
I was just jumping ahead a step,
Yeah.
preparing it in advance.
Yeah, totally.
It was all planned.
It was not all planned.
Shh. Shh.
Fibs and lies, dude.
Shh.
Okay, okay.
Ooh, and now we get to build the chandelier. I gotta say, the chandelier does look pretty cool.
Does this set have any lights in it?
I think there's one light brick, but I haven't encountered it yet.
Oh, okay.
Usually, like the fancy lights that you can get in them, you have to buy all those separately from a non Lego.
Okay. Yep.
place.
Okay. So it's an aftermarket thing.
Yeah, I get ads for them all the time. And they're quite expensive.
Are they? Oh, good.
Yep. You can spend like $50 just for a whole like light set for one like small Lego set. It's like, it's okay.
I'll be right. I'll just look at it during the daytime and I'll be fine.
Exactly. If you were building like something like this, would you make sure like the flames were pointing in the same direction that it shows in the instructions, or would just be like put it in like willy-nilly?
For something as small as those flames, I don't know. I might rotate them to be like however I felt was aesthetically pleasing. I am one to be like a complete stickler for following the instructions exactly as
So am I. That's why I asked.
Yeah, probably not to the extreme of needing to make the flames line up exactly the same way. That might be an unhealthy level of
perfection.
Yeah.
All right, let's move this back. I feel like I need an extra table on this side just so that I can make it straight and not have it fall off.
Yeah, well, you know, this is like when you something you can think of for future.
Look at that! Look at that! That is so nice. Right, we'll bring it closer. See? Nice little chandelier. Look at wiggles and everything.
Nice. I'm liking the way that it sways.
Yeah.
That's quite cool. Yeah.
It could be pretty spooky. It's like, oh, ghosts are making it move.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I started the stream today, Andrew.
Oh, was it?
I had the instructions up in front of my face, and I was just like, woo. I felt like being silly today.
That's good.
I'm like, it's time to have a more interesting intro.
I'm just gonna be a dork.
That's why people love me, Andrew. they like to see my dorkiness.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I have not much else going for me.
Well, that's your opinion.
Fine.
You're pretty good.
I'm just saying. Look, I'm proud of my dorkiness.
Oh, I know.
I don't see it's a detriment or anything.
You're owning it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Okay, let's
Dork and proud.
sideways. Exactly.
The Twitch that I was listening to out with 1/4 of my left ear. That
finished?
stream has finished, and she has raided someone else who is slightly louder. So I'm like, I'm less entertained now. But you're wrapping up soon, I assumed.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I think that's gonna happen soon because I don't have that many pieces left.
Rather than me wander off camera for a bit and turn the TV off, I'll just let it go.
That's fine. There's no problem at all.
What I was playing was the Twitch stream of a voice actor. She also she does game streams, but her real work is to be a voice actor. And she was playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and she's just very entertaining to me because she does lots of silly voices.
I am very amused that some of the things that you've bringing up are things that were brought up earlier when I was talking to Calvin. It was just like purely coincidental because I know you weren't listening to it. Because no, he was talking about like doing voices and stuff earlier as well. So
yeah,
so I think that's cool.
Well,
it's the thoughts are in the air and it's just coming up.
They're also, I suppose, common interests between us.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I stumbled across this lady on YouTube, I think.
And then followed her onto Twitch.
Yeah, onto Twitch. I mean, she doesn't Twitch a whole lot. It's just when she's got time. One of the things that's particularly cool about her Twitch streams is that you've got the full screen is like whatever's going on in the game, and then there's her face cam, but then there is another camera, which is pointing down at her lap where her little dog or cat is. I can't remember if it's a little dog or a cat now. But anyway, she has a pet that is like just sitting on her lap for the whole stream.
That sounds
and
hilarious.
Occasionally looks up at the camera and stuff, and that's just really quite cute.
That's great.
That's pretty good. I can't imagine Fry spending much time on it.
He's not into the whole streaming world.
No,
he's not in the sitting still aspect.
He's definitely he's sat and watched streams with me. He sat on the couch and watched stuff. sometimes I've like while there's been a live stream going, like watching this lady that I was talking about, I've taken a photo of him looking at the TV, so you can see what's actually on the TV as well, and tweeted that to her, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool."
Do you think Fry is interested in the pet aspect? Is that what Fry is paying attention to?
I know I have no I have no idea, but I have no thought really that he recognizes
What's
the
happening?
animal on screen. Yeah. He's just sitting next to me on the couch because he's with me. Yeah, sometimes he looks at the TV, but like mostly he's just like, oh, it's there, it's on. It's that noisy thing that Andrew looks at a lot.
I don't like to do this in the order that it's saying because this.
Oh,
part,
are the instructions wrong?
well, it's just no. I just like it's easier to put this in place first before putting the other part on because the underneath parts is not straight.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And the more I try, the less straight it gets. Okay, that works.
I'm sure there are some times that the instructions are that they'll have some steps in the order that they do because it's actually less clear.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
The other way, like to put it in the diagram or whatever, like it's actually harder to understand what's going on.
All right, there we go.
You're allowed to be right,
So here's where we're at so far. The section here.
Yeah, yep.
The front part of that side. So the next bag will be that section on this side.
Wow.
And then it'll be half done.
Half done after that. Wow.
There's still twice as many bags to go.
Well, I hope I can see, one or two more of the future streams too. It's pretty cool watching this take shape.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to be building this one throughout the month of October because it's Halloween. If I do manage to finish it before actual Halloween, I do have a couple of other Halloween sets that I can build. So, like, I'm not without Halloween sets.
Oh, lovely.
I have a black and white Frankenstein's monster brickhead style set.
Okay.
And I have like a Halloween owl with a little pumpkin kind of thing. So we'll see how I go.
Nice.
But yeah, so I'm looking. Oh, I guess the elevator is going to be a bunch of. It's going to be a while to do the elevator.
Well, I would have perhaps not
it goes up
so much. I mean, because it's large, but it will just be a box that goes up and down.
Yes, because it's going to go in here. So you see all the gears.
Yeah. And you can put minifigs in the elevator and.
Yeah. So it has a disabled wheelchair user. So that's why they have the elevator for them.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Like it's even if you look at the front, it's got the ramp as well. See,
it does. Wow, this is an accessible.
It is
home.
It was one of the reasons that I wanted this set because I'm like, I like that you are being accessible.
Yeah. Wow. Nice work.
Thank you.
Good on you. Good on you, Dominica.
Thanks. All right. Well, it's been like just over 2.5 hours. I could do another set, but I think it was like 10, 11 here p.m.
Yeah. You've got your whole Saturday ahead of you.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have any specific plans for Saturday at the moment.
Yeah, but you got to get out of bed. That's the.
I'll probably be reading. I just gotta Facebook notification. Stop dinging at me. I don't know what it is. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna stream next, but I did order from Amazon a light strip
Oh, okay.
that I'm hoping will help with the lighting. Although this view is actually not as bad lighting as what I had been doing, so maybe it's okay. But
What were you thinking of doing with the light strip?
well, when I had the other angle when it was from the top, right? Like
Yeah,
the light
top
was
down.
like it was just really dark. So I just wanted to have a light strip underneath that so that you could actually see what it was that I was building
Okay, yeah,
because it was quite dark. Maybe it's not so bad with this because the light is around
yeah. You've
me,
got a lot more light
um,
coming
and
from
the
the side.
camera's on the
Yeah.
side instead.
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh,
We have a viewer
I,
now, but you know, if it's so I should probably say goodbye, hello. If you are actually watching and want to keep watching, if you can leave a comment, but otherwise, you know, have you got plans today, Andrew?
well, I need to. Yeah, I need to make breakfast for one thing.
You jumped in here before eating
I
anything.
yeah, I dropped in before eating. Yeah. I think even if you do keep going, I'm going to need to. I'm going
Yeah,
to need to sign
yeah.
off.
That
It's
sounds like a good time for me to end things.
~1 in the afternoon my time.
Hmm. Yep, you
So
definitely need to get
I got
something to eat.
I got stuff to do.
Well, thank you for popping in. I always
Thank
appreciate it.
you. Yeah, it was nice to tag team with Calvin so that you had a guest with you through the whole
Yeah,
thing.
just about. Yeah, he popped in not long after I started, so it
Yeah,
was really good to have someone to talk to the entire time. It's better than
yeah.
talking to myself.
Well, that's what I like about these is that it's friendly, conversational, and it's just nice to have a yarn with you while you're building. It's
Yeah,
good fun.
definitely. Absolutely. Well, for anyone who is maybe still viewing now or tuning in later, I
Hello,
usually
viewers.
announce slightly in advance on Instagram when I'm planning on doing another one, sometimes not. Um, but the best way to get notified when I'm going live again is just to subscribe to me on YouTube and
Yeah.
then click the bell that says notify me.
Yep.
You have to do
And
the two-step process.
and if you're like me, you are subscribed to so many channels, and it actually helps to
Hmm.
have be selective about which ones you have
The bell
the
for.
bell set to.
Hmm.
Oh god, I just opened my YouTube subscriptions feed, and it is oh boy,
It's a lot. Yeah, I have
there's a lot.
I have a lot of unread bell notifications on my YouTube. Mm.
Well,
I
I'm
I subscribed and clicked the bell on the Avatar channel, and they post stuff all the time. I'm like, I've seen all of these things.
yeah.
I probably need to uncheck the bell. I haven't
Yeah, I
done that.
don't have the bell notification for many things, thankfully, but I am subscribed to a lot, and I do go and look. Usually once a day, go and look at
Mhm.
my feed. And sometimes when a channel is like, "Oh, let's just upload a dozen videos at once," you're like, "Oh
Oh,
man,
oh, 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 oh. I
oh,
I need more subscribers just so that I can change my username on the account because I was able to
oh
create a
really?
username years ago, right?
Yeah.
Before they set rules that you have to have at least 100 subscribers to create your own username. So I have a username, but I can't change it because I don't have 100 subscribers.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, so it's yeah. All right. Well, you just got to
Eventually.
spam. You got to spam all your
Ask
buddies.
I'll just like ask, yeah, because they're posting it on Facebook. I'm just like, nobody's gonna actually paying attention to me. So nobody wants to. I I do subscribe to my friends when they ask me to,
Yeah.
because I want to support them, even if I'm not actually watching their channels.
Hmm.
But I do understand that having the numbers makes a difference. Um, yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. It's like, hey, I just need to get to 100 so I can
Yeah.
get my old name off of my username.
Yeah. But
and go
that's all
and
right.
go with the name I'm using everywhere else.
Well, yeah, and it's just in the URL. The channel name itself,
Yeah.
the text says Dominica May, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's
It's
easy to
just
change. Anyone can
it's
do
just
that.
in the link.
Just in
Yeah.
the link. Yeah, I
Just in the-
usually don't use that short link anymore. But when I posted it today, like I copied it from I went into the YouTube app on my phone
Yeah.
and went to my my channel and I was like, copy the share link that way, and that's what it came up with. And I was like, I wanted
just
the one that's
cringy.
got the really long I wanted the one that's got the really long channel and random characters. That was the one that I wanted to have. But you know, whatever.
Oh, you could also use one of those link shorteners,
I could do that.
BIT.ly or
Yeah, no,
Bitly or something.
that's a good point. I could have been doing that. Maybe
Oh,
that's
it's
what I
just-
should do.
Yes, yet another suggestion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have
Okay.
now. I've now turned on the notifications for your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
In keeping with when I joined this stream and you said, "Oh, I've got to turn Andrew on," I have now rung your bell. So, why?
Very appropriate. No, that's great. I love it. When I said that, it took me like 5 seconds before I realized what I actually said and how it could have come across.
I knew exactly what was coming out your mouth as you were saying it, and I was just like, "Oh." Did she mean that? Is she like making a deliberate pun? Is she going like,
I wish
Tom?
I'd been intentional
No.
about it.
No, that's just a brain misfire right there. Well done.
It was an opportunity to say that's what she said because I did say that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's what she said.
Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream.
Yep.
And yeah,
It's
until
all good.
next time.
Thank you very much for sharing your time with us. And thank you, viewers, past and future.
This part off. Just get my arm was getting in the way.
Yep.
Yay! All right. Bye everyone.
All right. Goodbye.